Hi, Flosstube. This is Wistful. This is Flosstube number 8. And I'm going to title mine, Read Your Directions. I'll start off with Amelia Boyce. This is my update on what I've been up to with Stitch Mania. Last week, I was showing my progress on Amelia Boyce, the sampler. And I was so excited, but I had mucked it up. The directions on the inside actually have the printing for this at the top of the sampler directions. And so I had started stitching that instead of reading the directions properly. So I have since torn that out. And I've started again. So it's going to be a bit of border at the top, and then I'll have the flowery stuff, and it's a lesson. We'll get there. Anyway, so that's that one. Death by Cross Stitch, I'm slowly getting to the other end of the piece, and so there's not much to show you there until I really can start down from the left side, and then I'll start into the design. So this is really going to be a bit of a hodgepodge today. This one I started yesterday, called Lucretia Maas. I'm probably goofing up her name. It's an American sampler from Connecticut, and it's got a bit of a very different border. It starts with a sideways one to come down, and so I've really gridded it up, and I've just started down there. So that's just at the very beginning of that one, and you can see from the directions it really is odd. Hope I'm showing you that, but I'm looking forward to that. It's got some really pretty pieces. So then I did another one that I like, is the Princess of Wales commemorative sampler. That's wobbly. I'll hold it still. And that's quite a nice one. Started somewhat in the middle, and I'm just doing the lettering and a little bit on the outside. Once I get the border, I'll probably go up to the top and then see what hits me, but I quite enjoy working on that, so I think I'll keep that in my rotation. Then I also did the Golden Jubilee sampler. I'm not going to take this out because it's such a pain to get it back in. Sampler for Queen Elizabeth II, and that's been kind of fun. Just a slow start, starting with the border and a bit of her head. So that's quite a pleasant one to work on. The Ada can be a bit of a pain, so as it's rather stiff, so it's can get there. This is a fun sampler. This I got in Bayeux, and so that's quite a nice one. That's on Ada, but some of the Ada that you get is soft. This is soft Ada, so it's really fun to work with. And that's got a nice, pleasant, easy design, and just quite pretty. So I think I'll keep that in my rotation. And let's see. The one that I'm doing today, don't have the directions for that. Oh, there it is. Out of the side. Dropped it on the floor. The Marion Black sampler, which I'm started today. This is from Scotland. And it's tiny, itty bitty stitches. So you can see that I grid. And the only trouble with gridding is sometimes when you're gridding, I need to get the magnification light upgraded. because some of the real tiny stitches are in some of the high count linen. It's really hard to see. So I'll work on that. And then I won't show you the Buckingham Palace tapestry. It's on the frame, and I've just barely started around the top, so that hasn't made too much progress. So maybe next time if I do a bit more. Then, because I like choosing bits of challenges, yes, I did start that. The Sarah Brazier, and you've probably seen a bit of that on the internet. And I do grid, as you can see, and had to start way at the side and come all the way back just to make sure I had enough, which I do. So I'm finally able to start the border, and the colors are so pretty. So that's going to be fun. And the motifs and all the fun stuff's coming out now. So that's why I like samplers, looking at that sort of thing. And then I've got, let's see, what else have I been up to? Well, I'm part of the Embroiderers Guild here in New Zealand, so that's been fun. And occasionally, like we had a speaker from it went up Kilimanjaro and stuff, and that was a really fun thing. And then in addition to it, they very often have different kits and that sort of thing. And I picked this up in Norfolk. So that's just one of those samplers, just the chart. And this, I went to see a couple years ago, the Eden Project in England, so I couldn't resist that, and so that was kind of fun. But otherwise, I've just been taking it easy. It's winter time here, and so that's been good. I want to give a shout out to Country Stitchers, Deb and Liz. I thoroughly enjoy your floss tubes. They're really fun. And the stitching is just fabulous. And of course, Tash is good in Australia. She does some marvelous wide variety of work. And then we've got, let's see, the one from Wales. I probably won't be able to remember her name now. That she's absolutely wonderful. Does different type needlework, which is really kind of cool. And then let's see. Oh, Tash, if you're listening, looking forward. She's gonna be doing starting the Berta one tapestry, and it's a unicorn, and it's just beautiful. She did started this Dutch one today with the 12 samplers, and I'm not even going to attempt to say the word because I can't. It's really kind of hard. But anyway, hope you're all pacing yourself if you're doing the Stitch Mania. It's quite fun, and it's a bit of a challenge. So I'll probably post sometime next week, a little later after, if I've got some different things to show you. Okay, happy stitching, and y'all take care. Bye-bye. Oh, like and subscribe if you can. Whatever.